Happy New Year! Hey everybody, it's been a while since we've sent you an update. We've been really busy. So we figured that we would send you a video newsletter to kick off 2018.
So one of the first things we wanted to share with you about is how the Celebrate Recovery program is progressing here. We're happy to announce that the women and the men have both finished their small groups in our church, and this is really exciting for us because the people who led these small groups this time are people who we had the privilege of leading through small groups 2 years ago. So it's a huge blessing to see the leaders progressing like that. And also the small group that I'm leading, the small missionary group that I'm leading, we just completed our inventory. So we're a little over halfway through our small group. So we're very thankful for how the Lord just continues to move things along in the Celebrate Recovery program and how He lets us to continue to be a part of that. Another thing that was very exciting for us was that over Christmas, from the 16th of December until the 26th, we had a family here visiting us who had been here before on a team. It was a family of 5. They brought 3 children with them, ranging from age 2 to age 16, and they just brought a lot of blessings with them as well. They raised money so that we were able to do a sleepover for the kids in our church and in the families that we serve. The day after the sleepover, we baked Christmas cookies, which was a lot of fun considering that we each had about 3 hours sleep the night before. And the husband of this family is a professional photographer, so he was able to go around and take pictures of each one of the families that we serve, and we're able to print those out and bless the families with pictures for them to hang up in their homes. They also helped us to deliver the Christmas blessing baskets, which we want to give a shout out to our home church, C3. Thank you so much for the VBS that raised the money for the ministry to be able to do that this year. It was a great blessing to all of our families, and it was really nice to have the help of the Cross family here with us while we did that.
We also took them to the Christmas Eve service, which this year the church decided to have out in the street to better evangelize the community. It was windy, it was cold, but thankfully the church came together and they made sandwiches and the hot Christmas punch that we absolutely love here. It's just filled with fruits and lots of sugar.
Yeah.
So of course the kids love it too. I also took the family to hike the volcano, which they thoroughly enjoyed, and it was a beautiful clear day that we were able to see the city and the different views from the volcano. Recently when I've taken people at the volcano, it's been really cloudy, so we were really blessed by a clear day, and Misty was happy to stay home in the warm house, or somewhat warm house, while we climbed in the morning. And of course, it's not Christmas in Guatemala if we don't go see the fireworks. Now, we don't really have a choice to see them, but we can climb up to Linda Vista and see them from a better view. So we took everybody up there, 11:45 on Christmas night, and we watched the fireworks, and we even shot some off with the kids. After all the hustle and bustle of Christmas and New Year's, we hosted a team on January 4th. They just barely missed the ice storm hitting the East Coast. In fact, they said that on the runway they were chipping ice off of their wings. And they made it out just in time for the storm to hit and make everybody grounded for the next 4 days. So we were blessed to have them here, and we thank God that He made it possible for them to get here and bypass the storm. We were able to help one of the single mothers that we serve by painting the outside of her house. A big focus of this team was to help us put together the over 30 backpacks for the children that we help with school sponsorships. It's a big undertaking, and we are grateful for our teammate Casey, who did all the groundwork and did all of the shopping, and then everybody on the team who pitched in to help us organize backpack by backpack for each kid.
We also had the opportunity with this team to do some fun activities for the mothers of the families we serve and the children. We had a day where we invited all of the mothers over. We taught them how to make a soup that we received as a donation. One of the mothers that we serve found a way to make it taste better, so she taught all of them how to make it according to her recipe. And then while we were waiting for the soup to cook, the women had an opportunity to learn how to make hats, knit hats. The women and the teenage girls loved learning how to do this, and it's our hope that they will continue to do this and start selling them as a way to be able to provide for them and their families. After that, we all sat down and enjoyed a nice lunch of delicious soup together with tortillas and Coca-Cola. Another day, we were able to have the women over and treat them to a spa day. We did facials, where we used a mask called the Dead Sea mask, and we taught them about the Dead Sea and how it's important that we stay living so that we do not become stagnant in our relationship with Jesus like the Dead Sea has become stagnant. We washed their feet and prayed over them as we rubbed lotion onto their feet so that their feet were nice and clean and they could paint their toenails if they wanted. And we shared with them about the importance of serving others and loving others as Jesus did for his disciples and for us. And then we painted our nails and made bracelets. We had a whole selection of colors to pick from as far as for painting nails, and we were able to give the women manicures. And then we made bracelets for them with a little medallion on it that said shine in English on one side and in Spanish on the other, which the word for shine in Spanish is brillar. And this we were reminding them that they are the light of the world, to go into the world and shine their light, shine the love of Jesus, because that's what he has called us to do. And of course, no spa day, no women's fun day would be complete if we didn't include some chocolate. So we finished up with some chocolate and Oreo cookies.
While the older girls and the women were enjoying learning their crafts and making the soup and their spa day, the rest of the team and I took all the kids out for some fun activities. We played soccer, we played wiffle ball, we played in the jungle gym, we wrestled a little bit, we even did some face painting, which was kind of fun, but then I had this wonderful idea to let the kids paint our faces. They were the most beautiful painted faces I've ever seen, because I covered up mine. One of the interesting opportunities we had with the January team was to take them to a different place for Tourist Day. This time we took them to Panana Shell, which is a couple hours away. Usually we go to Antigua, but this is a different location. It is a lake surrounded by 3 volcanoes, and we were able to go there for a little bit different scenery, and we were able to visit some different villages around the lake that have different things, like a textile factory where the textiles are handmade and are created with all natural materials. We also got to go to a chocolate factory, a couple of antique Catholic churches, and of course see all the beautiful views of God's wonderful creation.
I recently got my syllabus for my course for the first class that I'm going to take, and as I was reading over all of the work and reading that is required for this course, I found myself thinking, what did I get myself into? But I know that the Lord called me to this, and he's going to take care of everything that I need to do. Please be praying for me about it. I'm a little anxious about making sure I get all my schoolwork done and keeping up with our ministry duties here. But as I said, I know the Lord called me to it. He's going to provide the time for me to do it. And I'm hoping my husband will take on some of my household chores so that I have more time for studying.
Speaking of ministry duties, currently we are focused on helping get our kids all set up in school for the year. We have them registered, and we have all their school supplies purchased and delivered, thankfully. But now we also have to worry about getting their books and their uniforms all sorted out and making sure everybody's going to the right classes during the right periods.
We're hoping to get all of that done by April, because April is when we're planning on coming back to the States to share at our supporting churches.
Say what?
Which we hope are watching this video, and all of our friends and family, which better be watching this video because you're our friends and family and you have to be. But please be praying for us as we're starting to make all of our plans for coming back to the States, and we're organizing churches to speak at and just arranging our calendar and all of that. Also, if you would like to see us when we're home, because we would love to see all of you, send us a message, an email, on Facebook, however you would like to, and we'd love to get some time with you.
So it was great seeing you again. We'll see you later. Goodbye. Hasta luego.
Adios!
Dios le bendiga.